Hello, children. We are continuing chapter 15 of paper 2, that is the making of independent India's constitution. Yesterday we had stopped at page number 224. First para we have completed. Uh, I told you yesterday that India has single citizenship, unlike America, where there is dual citizenship. Like in America, you are a citizenship of USA plus you are a citizenship of one state or the other. There are many states in America. Michigan is one state. Um, Boston is one state similarly. So there is dual citizenship in America. Now let us continue. There is another special feature of the proposed Indian Federation which distinguishes itself from other federations. What is that? A federation being a dual polity based on divided authority with separate legislative, executive and judicial powers for each of the two polities is bound to produce diversity in laws, in administration and in judicial protection. Up to a certain point, this diversity does not matter. It may be welcomed as being an attempt to accommodate the powers of the government to local needs and local circumstances. But this very diversity, when it goes beyond a certain point, is capable of producing chaos and has produced chaos in many federal states. One has only to imagine 20 different laws if we have 20 states in the union. Marriage laws, divorce laws, inheritance of property, family relations, contracts, torts, crimes, weights and measures, bills and checks, banking and commerce, or procedures for obtaining justice, and in the standards and methods of administration. Like in the dual citizenship, if states have their own laws, it is going to produce so many problems. The problems uh, in the different fields which are discussed above, like marriage, divorce, inheritance of property, family relations, etc. Every state will have its own law. Then banking and commerce. For example, in banking and commerce, in one state they have got the bank offers 10% interest for your deposits. In another state, a bank may offer you 12% interest. In another bank, in another state, in another bank of one more state, it may offer only 8%. Similarly, commerce is related to taxes and other things. Like there is one rate for one item. It is exclusive of the state tax. For example, you are going to purchase a pack of Lay's wafers. Uh, Suppose you bought Lay's in Texas. The cost of the Lay's packet is rupees or dollar one or dollar five, for example. The state tax of Texas will be $1. So you will get a pack of Lay's for $6. But if you go to any other state in America, you have gone to Boston. The pack of Lay's is $5, but they charge a tax of $2 on that. So same pack of Lay's you will get for 6 rupees in Texas and 7 rupees in Boston. There are so many other differences. So these differences are very difficult to calculate. So such a state of affairs not only weakens the state but becomes intolerant to the citizen who moves from state to state only to find that what is lawful in one state is not lawful in another state. The draft constitution of India has sought to forge means and methods whereby India will have federation and at the same time will have uniformity in all the basic matters which are essential to maintain the unity of the country. The means adopted by the draft constitution are three: a single judiciary, number two, uniformity in fundamental laws, civil and criminal, and number three, a common all India civil service to man important posts. To man means to look after important posts or to work at important positions. A dual judiciary, a duality of legal courts, and a duality of civil services, as I said, are the logical consequences of a dual polity which is inherent in a federation. In the USA, the federal judiciary and the state judiciary are separate and independent of each other. Indian Federation, though a dual polity, has no dual judiciary at all. The High Courts and the Supreme Court form one single integrated judiciary having jurisdiction and providing remedies in all cases arising under the constitutional law, the civil law, or the criminal law. This is done to eliminate all diversity in remedial procedures. Canada is the only country which furnishes a close parallel. Like Canadian constitution is almost similar to Indian constitution. The Australian system is only an approximation. Explanation: in some federal countries, the Supreme Court cannot overrule the judgments of the state courts relating to laws of the state. However, in India, the Supreme Court can hear appeals against the decision of any court and give judgment. Taken to eliminate all diversity from laws which are at the basis of civic and corporate life. The great codes of civil and criminal laws, such as the Civil Procedure Code, Penal Code, the Criminal Procedure Code, the Evidence Act, Transfer of Property Act, laws of marriage, divorce, and inheritance, are either placed in the concurrent list or central list so that the necessary uniformity can always be preserved without impairing the federal system. Explanation: the chapters on which laws can be made are divided into central list, state list, and concurrent list. Only the central government can make laws on the central list, and only the state governments can make laws on the state list. Both the central and state government can make laws on the concurrent list. For example, education. The system of education in India goes to the concurrent list because there are central laws, there are state laws. There are some central government schools which are recognized by the government of India. There are state government schools which are recognized by the respective state governments. For example, our school is recognized and it is approved by the state government of Telangana state. Whereas schools which impart CBSE syllabus, CBSE, ICSE, etc., these schools are recognized by the central government. That is why state education is put in the concurrent list. There are state government can run its own schools, central government can run the schools, both can run the schools. However, in case where a state makes a law contradictory, only the central law will be valid. So, the centrality of the central government is established in our constitution. Central list, central laws are always prevalent, are always prevail over the state laws. The dual polity which is inherent in a federal system, as I said, is followed in all federations by dual service. In all federations, there is a federal civil service and a state civil service. The Indian Federation, though a dual polity, will have a dual service but with one exception. It is recognized that in every country there are certain posts in its administrative setup which might be called strategic from the point of view of maintaining the standard of administration. Strategic, very important and unique. It may not be easy to spot such posts in a large and complicated machinery of administration, but there can be no doubt that the standard of administration depends upon the caliber of the civil servants who are appointed to these strategic posts. Fortunately for us, we have inherited from the past system of administration which is common to the whole of the country, and we know what these strategic posts are. The Constitution provides that without depriving the states of their right to form their own civil services, there should be an All India service recruited on an All India basis with common qualifications, uniform scale of pay, and the members of which alone could be appointed to these strategic posts throughout the union. What are strategic posts? For example, income tax officers, then collectors, deputy collectors, then police commissioners. All these are strategic posts. Ambedkar is referring here to the creation of the Public Service Commission IAS, IPS, through which most important officials are recruited both for the state and the central government. Here one part of the lesson is over. The next part is the examples of critiquing in CA debate. What is CA? As I have told you, you might remember Constituent Assembly. CA means Constituent Assembly. The Constituent Assembly has drafted the constitution and presented it for public opinion on 26th November 1949. For 2 months the constitution was there for people to read and give their own opinions. So here in this part of the lesson we will find different people are giving different opinions about the constitution. Some examples are, some candid examples, special examples are discussed here in the textbook. Like many people put forth their own explanations, their own opinions, but very important opinions are listed here in this lesson. Examples of critiquing in CA debates. There were many criticisms of the draft constitution. Some, like Maulana Hasrat Mohani, argued that constitution is merely a copy of the 1935 Act. It was reminded that during the freedom movement, when cabinet mission visited India, political groups like Indian National Congress demanded universal adult suffrage and opposed the 1935 Act. People like Damodar Swarup Seth, a socialist, pointed out that draft does not adapt from more recent constitutions of the time like Soviet Union and ignores the centrality of villages in the Indian context. Importance, centrality here means importance of the villages in the Indian context. D.S. Seth also argued that members of the CA were not elected by adult franchise. Let us read them. Children, I am going to continue this lesson in the second link. I am sending both the links today only. You go through both the links and then at the end of second link you will find questions. For some questions I will give you answers. For some questions you have to write the answers. Let us continue in the second link.